Good morning. How are you on this Monday morning? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. And today's 5 moves are taken from our Weights and More class, which we do on a Monday evening, 6:30, where we aim to use weights. We aim to progress them as we go through week by week, focusing on sort of general foundational moves that we do in everyday life, but adding a bit more resistance to them. So if you're going to join in, that's fantastic. But as always, please make sure you're feeling fit and well, and you're only going to do the movements that are suitable for you and your health and fitness levels. Any niggles, existing injuries, etc. you are aware of, adapt, change, and if in doubt, leave it out. And you've got a clear, safe space. Now, today's moves, I'm going to use kettlebells. Everything I do can be done with a dumbbell or a tin or whatever else you have to hand to use. But I thought we'll just specifically use kettlebells for a change. So we're going to start off with a suitcase deadlift, some lunges, some swings, a squat, and some curls, presses, and tricep extensions. Are you ready? 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. So let's go. So as the name suitcase deadlift implies, I'm doing a deadlift, but visualizing I'm picking up my suitcases. So to start with, I'm going to start by hinging my hips, knees bend, lower down. I could actually have the weights on the floor to start with, but then I exhale, drive the hips forward in that position, squeezing the glutes as I come up. So I'm going to breathe in, hinge down, hips that little bit higher than the knees, push through the floor, drive the hips to make me able to stand up again, nice and tall, hinging back. I'm not squatting, I'm not doing a straight leg deadlift, it's that deadlift that's in between. So hinging down, looking straight ahead, breathing in as I exhale, coming back up nice and tall. Pause from there. Then, if it's okay, I'm still going to hold the weights in each hand and just lunge. So feet hip width apart, I'm going to take a step back into my lunge. I prefer a reverse lunge, but it might be you prefer a forward-facing lunge. You know, what works best for you, for your knees, your hips, your ankles and feet. So I'm gently lowering down, exhaling as I return. I'm going to alternate. In the class, we have 2 rounds, so I could do one side for one round, then the other, which is a little bit more intensive on that one side because it's not getting much rest. When we alternate, the other side gets that little bit more time to have a pause. And with lunges, I always think, don't rush them, break it down. So this could be 1, 2, 3. So you've got a nice pace. Oops, you feel balanced, she says, wobbling. And your depth, again, up to you. It could just be a step back and forward if lunging wasn't that great at the moment. From here, I'm going to place one weight down. I'm going to go into our kettlebell swing. I'm going to put the weight just down on the floor to start with. Feet slightly wider, soft knees. I'm going to hinge back, grab the weight, drive my arms and the weight through the legs, exhale as my hips drive forward. Now again, you can do this with a dumbbell. Hold the dumbbell either end or lengthways across the bar. If the kettlebell swing really wasn't great for you, didn't want to do it, we could do a hip thrust or a bridge on the floor because we're still getting that hip hinge action, driving the hips forward, working the backs of the legs. With the swing, we're just adding a bit more dynamic movement. My arms are literally just holding the weight. The movement is coming from my hips. So, actually, that's a great bit of cardio as well for this movement. From here, we're going to go into a goblet squat. Now I'm going to hold my kettlebell close to my chest, arms sort of resting, tucked into the side. My feet, again, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, but that's my preference for a squat. I'm going to breathe in as I lie down, exhale coming up. So I begin to hinge, but I lower, knees bend, exhale, come back up again. And again, with your squat, you might prefer a wider stance, a narrower stance. We're just aiming for those knees to keep sort of forward facing. If you feel your knees coming in, can we gently push them away? Push through the feet as we come back up to standing, exhaling. How does it feel with the weight that you have? Again, in this class, it might be we push the weight a little bit, we add a little bit more. We might do less repetitions, that's fine, but we're encouraging different stimulus by adding different weights. And then last move, I'm going to drop my weight down actually for this one. We're going to do a bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension. So again, I'm holding my kettlebell. This can be done with a dumbbell as well. Nice and tall, feet grounded. Curl, press, extend, return. So feet grounded. I find for this one, the breathing in as I reach up is the exhale, bringing the arms back out of that tricep extension. If we didn't want to do the tricep extension, we could just do the curl and press. There are other ways to work the backs of the arms if this movement wasn't great. Or you just didn't like it. Sometimes you just don't like a move, and that's fine. What else can we do instead of that one particular move? And rest. So there you have it, 5 moves in 5 minutes today with our kettlebells for our weights and more, using again slightly different bits of equipment for variety, and again it just challenges us maybe a little bit differently too. So we've deadlifted, we've lunged, we've squatted, we've curled and pressed, and we've done some swinging as well with that kettlebell. So again, we've added some little extra bits to maybe our normal routine. Let me know how you get on. What are your go-to weights? What do you like doing? Have you used kettlebells before? Do you use them often? I'd be really interested to know. Have a super day. I'll be back on Wednesday for Metabolic 5, I think. So I will see you then. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.